Good morning. Here is the news from City of Bristol College.
England is falling behind in literacy, says an Ofsted inspector. Reading levels have not improved since 2005, and we need to work harder, he says. Teachers say a lot has already been done, and it is better than it was.
Politicians are arguing about whether it's fair to charge people £15 to visit Big Ben. Some say the money is helping to cut costs in Parliament, but others say we have a right to see our history without paying.
There are millions of potholes around England and Wales. £90 million has already been spent on fixing them, but it will cost another £10 billion to take over 10 years, says the AEA.
And now news from college.
Tonight there is a care and health opening evening at Ashdown.
On 23rd of March there is an open evening for people interested in apprenticeships.
On 30th of March, SBSA, there is an open evening event for companies who want to be greener with their heating choices. They will look at new technology.
Now we have a report about Bristol
Lots
buses.
of people get angry about the buses here in Bristol. This is what people in college say about the 70 bus.
Yep. What do you think of the 70 buses?
Unreliable, to be honest. Like, sometimes be on time, sometimes be late. You look at the timetable, say, oh yeah, it's going to come at 8:30. You'll get there at 8:30 and it'll just be going away. So, yeah.
Okay. How do I turn it off then? What do you think about the buses?
They're all right, but they're really expensive. It's like £4 a day just to get to college, and there's no discount.
Do you think they're overcrowded?
Yeah, sometimes they try and fit loads and loads of people on, and I think that they should just let them wait for the next one instead of trying to cram everyone on.
Yeah.
Alright.
Here is Maggie talking to Martin, who has worked to try and get the buses improved.
What do you think about Bristol buses?
Well, I'm afraid they're not very good. The evidence is that they are some of the most expensive buses for any city, and they're also some of the slowest buses, and a lot of people have complaints about the timetable not being right for them, and sometimes buses not turning up according to the timetable. So generally they need a lot of improvement.
What have you done to make the buses better, help them?
Okay. When I first came to Bristol in 2003, I was so fed up with the buses, I started by saying to people in bus queues, you don't have to put up with this. But after a while I thought that wasn't very good, and so I joined an organisation called Transport for Greater Bristol Alliance, and that's really made up of other organisations like the Green Party and Friends of the Earth and the Friends of Bristol Suburban Railways and organisations like that. And we get together and we go and talk to councillors and to MPs and to the bus company about the bus services. And so that's what we've been trying to do, and trying to get them to change and adopt new ideas.
Now we go to Anthony, who is talking to Karen and Jimmy from First Bus.
This is Karen and Jimmy from First Bus in Bristol, and I'm just going to ask them a couple of questions. Someone has put down that the buses I use are often late, and I have to wait for ages. Are you doing anything to make them better?
Yes. I'm sorry that obviously there are problems with the services. Our punctuality in the main is very, very good. We are looking at our timetables. We're looking at where we can be more proficient. Over the last 6 months, we've got a lot better. We've got the new GBBN, which is the Greater Bus Bristol Network, which launches on the 15th of March, where there's been an investment of £78 million. First themselves have put in £20 million in new vehicles. We put 120 new vehicles into the cycle, and that will start next week, which is good news for the Bristol area.
That sounds like a very good thing then for most people. Someone else has put down, I have a bus pass, but I can't use it until after 9. This means I am late for college, or I have to pay extra. Could you provide a special pass for students that can be used for 8:30, or used from 8:30? Sorry.
Okay, I think that the student now has probably got what we call a concessionary pass. So that's something that's given to them by the council to give them free travel to and from school and college. I think I'm right there. The problem we've got with that is that that's a national scheme set by the government, and the council, the local council in Bristol, set the rules as to when you can use it, because they effectively pay for each journey. So it's not for First to change the rules. So while we would sympathise with the student and having to pay to get to college, what they need to do there is speak to their local council and see if they can change the rules or adjust them to help them so they can get to and from college better.
Another good reason that we're getting here a lot more daily these days. Someone else has put down that someone has said, have the new smart ticket machines made waiting times shorter at bus stops?
Okay, I'm sure everybody knows. Recently, First, as a company in the whole of the UK, has invested £27 million in new ticketing machines, and in Bristol, Somerset and Avon, that equates to £3.6 million. And it's a phased programme. So recently, we've seen the new machines being installed on the buses, so you might have seen that your ticket has changed. It's no longer long and thin, it's sort of square instead. Over the next 12 months, there's going to be more phases to that scheme, so you'll be able to pay with credit and debit cards, and eventually by touching your mobile phone to and from the reader. So it'll automatically cap at the price of a day ticket. So it's really exciting stuff, but it obviously takes a bit of time to get everything in. So at the moment, you're not feeling the benefit necessarily of the new ticket machines, but eventually you really will.
That's quite a good answer. Thank you for coming, and I think we all have questions there. So thank you for coming.
Here are some students talking about what they would like to do in the future.
So what would you like to do in the future after college?
I'll be doing retail and admin and try and get a job.
Yeah.
And I do writing, drawing in my free time to help.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to read a book that hasn't been published, I'm the one.
Yeah.
And that's it. Plus, what would you like to do in the future?
Well, I would like to go to Filton College and maybe do art course or something.
That's cool.
Cool. Liam, what would you like to do in the future?
If run my own business, buy a pub, and be a manager.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's what we like to do.
Hopefully do the work I'm doing, but get paid for it.
Nice.
Do any of you feel that you've been badly affected by any of the government cuts, and do you
Yes.
think they're going to affect your future now?
I have already.
How has it affected you?
Because they're making loads of people redundant, so the work I'm doing is very in the balance, and the future's very unsure.
What about you, Fiona?
With the EMA cuts, I can't get as much as I need when I need it. Means that I'm short on what I need for the week.
Tash, do you feel like any of it's affected you?
Yeah, because the same reason as Fee really. I don't get much money and the bus fare is just a bit of a rip-off, and I think they need to cut the prices down on bus fare.
What about you, Liam? Have you been affected by anything that's happened, any benefit cuts or EMA cuts?
EMA, sometimes I get paid, sometimes they miss me out. So I don't get paid some weeks, and I do next week.
Okay, thank you very much.
I would like to say more about my future. I am a writer in progress. Writing is really hard. You have to have a lot of ideas. I'm trying to get known, so please help me. Find a book you like and give me some of your ideas and opinions on it. And then I can write another story and you can read it with me. And that's it for now.
That's all from City of Bristol College today.